Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello. Yes. What do you think of this very spooky Halloween setup? Positive comments only. I messed around with this way too long last night. I even carved a pumpkin. It's a little saturated, I guess, in the stream. But candles, you know? Yeah, there we go. Ron Stuff said, fun fact, if you click on the video and walk out of the room from the next room, the percussion sort of sounds like the Who's Magic Bus. I could see that. Yeah, I almost late to the stream because we were messing around again trying to set up some more control in the software. So we could do this like a two-person stream and I don't have to manage everything at once. But like usual, we started too late and we're still messing with it now. So, anyways, let me get this. There we go. I need this to be my thing. All right. It's a cap. I don't know if I've ever worn this cap. We got these at the first Nutmeg I went to, the Ron's Bikes design. It's the fall one. I wore the fall bandana a ton, but yeah, didn't end up wearing the fall cap that much. So Yeah, we are also. I was saying in the title of this, scariest stories about the bicycle. Right now, the scariest story to me is it's snowing outside here in Northeast Ohio. So, and that the time change is coming up, what, on the 5th? Something, didn't the time change on Sunday? Do you know, Dave?
I thought we voted to not do that.
I don't think did we vote? I mean, if we had the chance to vote to not do it, I'm voting not to do it. So, yeah. Rick asked how Aaron's doing. Whoops. Aaron is, I don't know. She's doing all right. I mean, obviously it's a little depressing. She could put no pressure uh, on her foot for 6 weeks. So she had surgery on Thursday. It all went smooth, but yeah, she's doing as good as she could be for the situation. It feels weird. She can't do anything. You know, that's so it sucks. But she's making the most of it. I'm over there helping her out when I can. We'll be over there tomorrow. We got to go vote, early vote, because I might not be here on Tuesday now. Talk about that in a minute. But hey, what's up, Balancing Bike Life? Eric, cheers. Pudgy's comment. Got some pumpkin beer for the party too. Das Pumpkin from Acronym. Sorry, Kenny, I wasn't heading your way tonight, but I went out for a ride today. I went out for a ride and made a members video actually that'll probably come out tomorrow. Hopefully, if I get time to edit it. So, channel members look for that. Um, and then I stopped at Acronym on my way back, and I was like, I should get some pumpkin beer for the pumpkin party. So, pumpkin party, Halloween party. And I actually did carve this like at 6 o'clock. I wasn't gonna carve anything this year because I don't, there's no trick or treaters around here or anything. And then I was like, I got a live stream, so might as well go for it. So, yeah, Eric, go ahead and share scary stories tonight. I was joking that my scary story is one, it's snowing. Two, I rode the bike trainer yesterday and reactivated my Zwift account. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of the cold weather. Oh yeah, the 5th is the time change, so yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Almost as much as the weather. Just the constant it being dark and everything is the worst. So, hey, what's up, Dylan? Cycling Brian, how's it going? Yeah, I rode out to Kent today, did about 25 miles outside. I think it got up to a little over 40. Felt cold. Was not happy about it, but like always, dress right. Once you get moving, it's fine. I ride all winter. I just hate the change. So, are the dispensary customers like zombies? So yeah, they haven't. The dispensary they're still working on. So I think we talked about this last week. They're opening a dispensary at the end of my block. So we'll see how that all goes. Me and Dave actually were looking up property lines and all this stuff to make sure I could tell people not to park here and tow them if they do. So, bunch of stoners that I need to move off my property. Story of my life, right? Yeah, if anyone does have any scary bike stories, go for it. We'll pop up the comments. Also, still trying. I did not open up Discord or anything. Didn't know if anyone else popped any drink picks in tonight for Halloween. Uh, I was telling Dave I haven't had a drink since Friday, and he was like, "So?" And I'm like, "Do you know me?" uh, the reason I don't move to somewhere with warmer weather is family and friends. Also, my business. I could move somewhere else, but my business is total word of mouth, and just to be like, "Hey, I'm a photographer in this other city now," I'd be screwed. So, Eric said yours might be a bit too heavy. It's rather dark on Cycling Joy, just to warn you. Yeah. Well, I guess that's what this night is technically for, right? But scaring stuff. Wait, what is what is this story? Tim's scary story is one by makes him feel weird in the underwear zone, like the hobo near the bridge did that one time last Wednesday. Oh man. Yeah, get off my lawn. I actually like out front, like the parking out front. I don't really care about that much. Once in a while, I do have a client who needs to bring products in here. I could put a cone out or something. It's mostly my alley parking in the back. I don't know if the dispensary customers will find that, but I don't want people taking up me and my tenants' parking spots in the back. That is a get off my lawn. I was telling Dave when we were looking up the property boundaries, like looking at my property taxes, which are over $5,000 a year. I pay property taxes for over $5,000 a year. I'm going to park behind my own building on my own property, so I'm not being that much of a curmudgeon. I think it's fairly legit. So, oh wow, Stephanie said, "Scariest happened a few weeks ago. You were hit by your car on your bike and broke your femur, and had major surgery, and now might be too afraid to ride again. But you hope you can someday." Yeah, I know people like really vary on that after something like that happens. Large Marge, who's here in the comments, I watched him get hit in a way right in front of me that I thought he was dead. Like went up over the whole car, um, and he got back out there. I still get we still ride through that intersection when we do, and it still gives me the creeps a little bit. But yeah, I got hit, but I didn't get hurt. It bent the bike and stuff like that. Bent my cranks actually, and it didn't stop me. But I mean, yeah, breaking a femur is heavy, serious stuff. Yeah. Hey, Hedgerow Garage, glad you're here. Yeah, glad the videos motivate you to get out and ride. I love when people type that in the comments under videos, like motivates me to get on my bike. So yeah, that's my favorite thing to hear. Pudgy, I'm forgetting already what you're writing that comment in reference to. R8 or R6 Mark II killer? What did I say about cameras? Did I say something about cameras? Oh, and Rick, I missed your comment. Doing your first ride in 2 weeks tomorrow. Sketchy knee. Oh, good. Glad you're getting back out there. There's a couple people who have been commenting on the channel before the thing, before I was talking about Aaron, who have been hurt lately. Uh, it was actually kind of cool. Must have watched the video, but Peter Weigel, the frame builder from New England, where different of the nutmeg routes stopped by, actually messaged Aaron on Instagram and said, "Get well soon." He hurt his wrist really bad and had surgery, and took him a long time to recover. So, really cool that she got a message from him. So, yeah, cycling, Brian. I'm happy in Northeast Ohio. Like I said, I this time of year you start to dread winter. I mean, it's coming. We never know what it's going to be like here. Last year was mild. I rode my bike outside a lot. I only rode my winter bike twice, which basically a bike with studded tires. I only rode the trainer a handful of times, and that was mostly just because of rain. I really don't like cold rain, despite what you saw in the last two videos. But those were events, so you're there with a group of people, and it was fun. But like yesterday, it was raining, and I didn't go out and ride my bike, even though I wanted to. But yeah. Rick said I motivated him to drink again. You're welcome. Raymond popped up what he's sipping on, as the kids say. Where'd my option to move the chat go? Okay. Vosburg Brewing, how lucky. India Pale Ale. Nice. Mosaic Amarillo Citra hops. What's up, Steve Marino? You like the spooky backdrop? I actually, so this little light I'm using is something I bought a while ago. I've used it for a couple videos, but not much. It's a small little light, 60 watt. Has a grid and a mini softbox, so it's this kind of designed for stuff like this. I only have it on, I think, like 20%. It could also run off USB and stuff like that. Right now it's plugged into the wall, obviously, for a stream. But I was thinking to do different, it has color balance as well. So I have it set really warm right now to match like the candles and the pumpkins and stuff. But I was thinking for stuff like this, it can be cool to do different kind of, you know, I don't know, change it up once in a while. Because the all bright stuff is cool when we're working on a bike, but when I'm just sitting here, I think it's a little too sterile, you know. Uh, you know, I could put all the LEDs back here like all the other YouTubers. Some nice soft light. Halloween is the safest night to ride your bike on the streets because all those effing kids. Well, here though, in Cuyahoga Falls, the city I live in, and Akron, the city next door, almost all the trick or treating was on Saturday, unless neighborhoods. So the official day was Saturday, unless neighborhoods voted to move it to today. Where I grew up in Bath Township, which is right next to Akron, we always had it on Halloween no matter what. It was always on the 31st. But this year, the people who did it on Saturday got the day because the weather was nice on Saturday or decent, and tonight it's snowing. So, but I think what trick or treat's mostly like 5 to 7 now. But yeah, I want it to stay on daylight savings time year round. Um, yeah, I most people I know do. I have those friends who would rather have it dark in the evening. I can't even wrap my head around that. Um, I like it dark in the morning. I think one of the big reasons they still cite is kids going to school. It would be dark when kids are going to school. All right. I mean, why is that my problem? I mean, we don't do anything about them getting shot in schools, but we're going to have it so they have an extra hour of daylight. I mean, give me a break, right? Maybe we should tackle that problem first, and I could ride my bike an hour later in the evening. It's all about me. I don't mean to be so, what's the right word? Dismissive of that whole like disaster, but everybody else is. So I mean, no one does anything about it. But which body would I go for between the R8 and the R6 Mark II? If money was no object, I would go for the R6. I actually bought the R8 just because of it's a backup camera and it's the exact same internals. Um, but I don't like the body that much. But it's saved me $1,000, and I still have, the R5. It'll be interesting. The Mark II is supposed to come out. I would almost like to see what that led to in a price drop in the one I have, because the R5 is capable of everything, and I love the layout. So I don't know. I won't replace the R5 until it actually doesn't function correctly, like how I'm recording on the 5D4. It's just not a viable camera to take to professional gigs anymore, but because I can't trust it to function. But as you guys have seen on this stream, it just shuts down sometimes. But yeah, I won't upgrade the R5 until it breaks, because I don't need anything more. But I'd still go with the R5 over the R6 because of the higher megapixels. Uh, I don't need it for the event stuff I do, but for the studio work, it's really beneficial for retouching. Anyways, won't get too deep into the cameras because I know that anymore. Me, Pudgy, Rick, and a few other people are into it. Steve asked if my winter bike has canties. No, it has what are the other version of canties? I always forget the name. They have the posts, but they're not canties. What do you call those, Dave?
V-brakes?
V brakes. I always forget I can never remember V brakes. Like, I'm glad you're here because there would have been 50 comments of V brakes. But yeah, so it's got V brakes. It's a 2001 Truck 4900. Except the winter tires are really the only thing that makes it a winter bike. And then I've converted it to the Surly corner bars with a happy stem to bump them up a little bit. So it still has flat bar controls, but the feeling of drops. So uplighting is the classy, spooky look. Yeah, I thought about coming on with like a flashlight under my face and then switching to the other light, and I figured, this is, I mean, is carving a pumpkin not good enough for you, Rick? Is sterile a funny word? Oh, well, I guess to Rick it is in that way. What's up, Nathan Mace? Oh, Steve, you also asked about the 312 beer. Yeah, I don't drink Goose Island anymore. I used to like that. It's a decent beer, but Goose Island has been owned by a major. I think they've been owned by InBev for a long time. So their beer is still good. I try to buy my beer from like independent craft breweries. Wait, what is Eric? What is this story? Years ago, decades, you were out training on a 45-mile-per-hour highway. You were riding the white line when a beater station wagon passed safely and then slowed to. Oh, there's going to be more to this. Turn to the left. Sam, what's up? Said ban daylight in the morning. That's my attitude. Oh, here we go. The rest of the story. Moments later, an AT&T service truck flew past and T-boned the station wagon. I guess the driver of the truck would have slid by the wagon on my left side if you hadn't been in the equation. Oh, Raymond took your kids out trick-or-treating. Good to see people biking too. Yeah, I never see people I don't remember seeing people biking during trick-or-treating. I rode from errands because I was helping her out. Rode to pick up my car because I photographed a Halloween party on Friday and left it there and Ubered home smartly. Uh, I didn't ride my bike to that thing because I had all my camera gear and it was supposed to rain also. But I rode by a bunch of everyone getting set up for trick-or-treating. Trying to think. We have seen a couple car wrecks while riding our bikes, Eric. We saw it. What was that large? A Ferrari? It was something super expensive. Crash on the way out of the county fair we used to go to. It was kind of our yearly party ride where we invited everyone. Yeah, what was that? It was like a McLaren or like a Ferrari. Like crashed into something right in front of a cop. Cycling Bride, you said your morning commute is always dark and with little traffic. So later sunrise is okay for you. Yeah. I hated it. When I worked at a place called Communel, a sprinkler system fabricator for like fires, uh, yeah, I would get in the morning, it'd be dark, and it'd be getting dark when I got out. I hated it. Like, it never saw any daylight. It was a big warehouse building, but hey, what's up, Jared? Jay Dandy's in here. Nice story. I could only imagine Jay Dandy where you guys were riding last week. I ran into Jay Dandy when he was going to ride with some of my friends, but I unfortunately, well, I'm a freelancer. I'm always happy when I'm working, but I had to go to work, and so I missed that ride. Uh, Pudgy's got me on B brakes. How far am I? How far behind am I tonight, Dave?
At this point, not that far.
Oh, good. Am I out of focus? That's one of my scary stories. I don't have my camera in focus. Oh yeah, that's much better. Hedgerow, we've talked about this on the stream a bunch. Like, pretty much none of us are against e-bikes. One of the troubles is just a lot of people riding them are newer to cycling or have never been cyclists. Well, I guess that's the same thing said two different ways. And they don't know cycling etiquette. So that could be really frustrating. So when you get someone blast by you on an e-bike, it's really frustrating. On pro e-bikes, it's getting way more people on bikes. And the more people on bikes, the more cycling infrastructure, the more people who become politically active about it, who will want bike lanes. So it gets, levels the playing field. You have a couple where one person doesn't ride a lot and one does, and they want to do stuff together. I'm all in support of e-bikes, but the people who ride them, and again, this doesn't mean everyone who rides them, just there's a higher proportion of people who ride e-bikes that don't know to say on your left. Just don't know the typical kind of cycling etiquette that you need to know. So a couple where one person doesn't ride a lot and one does, and they want to do stuff together.
Easy.
Oh, that's my voice. I hate it. See, Jay Dandy, your chain was so scared riding the spicy stuff it kept jumping off the chain ring. That's two by, baby. Really? That's a classic. That is a classic pumpkin design, Rick. Look at that. Couple triangle eyes, triangle nose, little tooth. Serious? I agree, Stephanie. Like, drivers got to be paying attention. Hey, what's up, Brian? Which decals did you purchase for your Surly? Oh, Bridge Club, nice. My buddy Brad just bought a Bridge Club this summer. He rode it when we did some bike packing, and if you watch the Nutmeg video, he's the one who I got on camera blasting across that creek on his Bridge Club and making it. I didn't make it across that. My feet went right in, so. Oh, that's right, Pudgy. You got wrecked into from behind and got your bike rack ruined. Oh, you got your car back today and new bike rack shows up tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, what was that rental? I know you shared a picture somewhere in the Discord or on Instagram of the rental car they gave you, and now I can't remember what it was. It'd be too far to scroll back. I just remember it was kind of ridiculous. It was some kind of sports car, right? Rick said the scariest thing I saw was a roadie waving at you. Yeah, it must have been a roadie. It must have been a ghost. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, yeah. Even when something isn't your fault, it could still be terrifying, right? So, I'm trying to think of what I guess my scariest moment on the bike is I don't know what happened. I was riding home down Main Street. This is now, I guess this was 2016, and I came to with a bunch of people grabbing at me. So, uh, by the way the bike damage looked, like, the lever was pushed in, all my scrapes were on one side. I actually still have a scar here. Uh, and I woke up in the morning, and so I have that memory of all these people grabbing at me, and that's it. Then I woke up in the morning, and I was like, that's weird. And I looked in the mirror and saw how messed up my face was, and then I felt my shoulder, and then I had a limp, and I looked in the trash, and there was a bunch of gauze in the trash. And that's when I remembered police officers farther, almost right back here by the studio, like handing me the gauze and trying to get me to go in an ambulance, which I was refusing because I don't have health insurance. And yeah, so I guess that was my scary experience, but it wasn't scary at the time because I didn't remember it till the morning. But what's the scariest saddle? I don't know. How about those 3D ones Decline was trying to sell us on his video a couple of weeks ago? Well, giving misinformation out about Brooks saddles. How about that? Yeah, Rick, like you said, an e-bike saved you. Like I said, I'm pro e-bikes. We just need to. I don't know what the method to get the word out is. I know that I follow two cycling advocacy groups, and People for Bikes has been doing a lot of work about that, trying to battery safety, bike etiquette, all that kind of stuff about e-bikes. So, yeah. Once I saw an Asian water deer, uh, Guarani, I got that was what they'd be called, in the pre-dawn darkness here in Korea on a ride. Little dudes have fangs. It terrified you. He was just stealing cabbages though. The noses saddles, I guess there's also those, and I guess they have a real purpose. Those completely split pat saddles. Have you guys seen those? I think people with a certain back or butt issue ride them, but Essex Shark Saddle. Let's see what those are. Maybe that's what I was talking about. Oh my God, what is that for? Wait, let me get this up here. What would you ride that for? It goes up your butt? Are you seeing this, Dave? Is this a joke? I mean, I guess you wouldn't slide off the side. What is that? Is that real? You do the research, why? Tell me why people would ride that. Oh yeah, Ryan. That's right. Now that you said that, I remember. Yeah. Sending those out. Nice. What? Yeah. Just you just ordered those while I was gone. Over the weekend. I just sent those out the other day, right? I should remember. It's not like I get that many orders, and I write a little note to everyone. So. Jay Dandy, don't try to protect one by. We both know. We both know. Just leave it at that. Put fenders on your gravel bike for the winter, the Velo Oranges. Yeah. Which ones did you put? Like the wavy silver ones? Or I love their, a lot of their fenders look so cool. They have a bunch of different ones, or a few different ones. I actually have some Honjos back here. You can see them reflecting right over the pumpkin. And the goal was to put those on my Trek 500 when I was using that as more of my touring bike. But now I just don't usually ride a bike with that skinny of tires. But it would still be cool to put them on there and just have it as like my rain bike, you know. I've just never done it because I don't know if you guys have ever looked into the installation of fenders like Honjos. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of measuring. This one, to make them work on my Trek, would have some fender hammering between the chainstays and I just have never. It's something that in my mind I've always said I'm going to do this when I'm in the right mood, and I just never have. And now being that I ride like my Raleigh and the Gunner all the time, you know. Scary bike story, Greg says. Working trail and watching mini skid steer operate behind you tumble down the ridge line. Operator jumped, 10,000 in damages to the machine. Oh, wow. Amazing the operator got out. Me and Dave actually worked. This is kind of a similar story, I guess. But me and Dave worked at Boston Mills, a ski resort. It sounds funny to say that, but ski resort around here. And what did Andy put into the creek? What was that? The
Bobcat?
Bobcat. So similar. Yeah, the skid steer. Yeah. He was backing it up at night. What, he was moving some ramps or something out of our way? Like ski ramps? Yeah, benches, some bullshit. Yeah, and he backed it, and it went into the creek that we used to get like the water for the snow guns. And yeah, What was his name? Ray, our boss? Ray was
Ron.
like, Andy!
Ron, Ray, something like that.
Ray. Yeah, Ray. Andy! I remember him running with his hands up. Andy jumped up out and didn't get... Did he get soaked? Yeah, he must have. It went right sideways into the creek. They had to bring, like, what? They brought extra equipment over from Brandywine to get that thing out of the creek.
I thought they dragged it out with the groomer.
We tried to drag it out with the groomer. I don't think it was
Did
enough.
they might have brought an excavator
Anyways.
out.
There's the scariest...
Andy!
There's the scariest working third shift at a ski resort story. Jay Dandy said a wet brook saddle is the scariest. The one you gave me, I actually just put on my Barry Hoban, Jay Dandy, that vintage one. It looks cool on there. One of my goals, I also put a crank arm back on there because I stole it. Like I told in my earlier story when I got a crank arm bent on my gravel bike. I stole that crank arm to use until I got a new one. Anyways, if anyone needs a non-drive side, 11-speed, silver, 105 Shimano crank arm, I've got you. Thing was $63. And then I had to change the whole crankset like a few months later anyways. All your Brook saddles love the rain, you mean? All my Brooks have been wet, but as long as you dry them before you ride them again, I haven't had a problem. Rick yelled at me last year for not having health insurance. Well, that was during the story I was talking about. Still true, though. Sam said that SX Shark saddle is terrifying. Oh, yeah, did you look this thing up, Dave?
Yes.
What is the function?
What's the purpose?
Yeah.
So you sit correctly on the saddle.
What does that mean? Sit correct.
It goes real deep, but
real deep. It goes real deep. Yeah, it looks like it goes real deep.
It goes super deep. No, when you're sitting on the saddle, your two sit bones should be the only thing contacting the saddle, technically. So if you're sitting correctly, you'll be on those sit bones, and then you won't feel that thing up your ass. It's also not
aren't that far.
It's not like hard plastic. It's still the foam like the.
My sit bones aren't that far from my butthole.
Yeah, it just rides right up the crack.
Ah, wow. Wow. Okay. Has anyone tried one of these? Windows, don't bother me right now. I'm trying to do a thing. Oh, cool, Eric. Just ordered an e-bike for your girlfriend so she can keep up and enjoy her rides more. I keep telling my dad to do that. Get my mom an e-bike. He loves to ride. He barely rides anymore. They travel together. I think it would be great. But the seat post is the scariest saddle. I just saw a bike downtown where it looked like either the person had taken their seat post inside or it got stolen. I rode my Marin to a job last week at the University of Akron, and that crossed my mind because that bike has a quick release on the saddle, on the seat post, and I have a Thompson seat post and my favorite Brook saddle on there, and it crossed my mind. I'm like, with the quick release, this could get stolen really easily, but we just don't have a huge, not that it doesn't happen, but huge bike theft problem here in Akron. I don't worry too much, and I parked it by a window, so I peeked out a bunch of other times. So deers with fangs, WTF? Yeah, I didn't know that. We need to look up. I can't remember what that word was for the Korean deer with fangs. Can I just Google Korean deer with fangs? Too bad this isn't AI, so it doesn't just generate. Oh, yeah. Huh. Did not know about these vampire deer. See, everyone learns something new on this channel every week. Oh yeah, I really do like that Propel e-bikes channel. I follow it too, even though I'm not super interested in the e-bikes, but there's a lot of just bike advocacy, bike culture stuff on there. S&M saddle, Vlad the Impaler saddle. Pudgy said it so you could do no-handing tricks without losing the bike. I need to have this up while we're talking about it, just so anyone who pops in here knows what we're like pins on your pedals. Cycling Brian said coming over a hill and happening on two skunks. Yes, skunks are only really a problem if you frighten them, and that could be one of those situations, I guess. A place I lived at years ago, there was skunks who lived under the deck, and they never bothered me, and I never bothered them. I'd be sitting outside at night, and they would go walking away, as long as I didn't startle them. And if they started to come back to where I was sitting, I would just kind of clap, and they would stay away for a little while. But yeah, if you startle them, then, you know. Is the shark saddle the equivalency of clipless freer set? Yeah, I think so. Oh, Rick, I need to send you a couple of those, though. The Slam Beers Not Stem sticker was something Rick had said in this chat. I can't even remember how, just whatever. Going with what we were talking about, Rick typed that comment in, and then I had Micah draw up a sticker to go with it. So. You've wondered about using Velo Orange metal fenders on a gravel bike. Do they make much noise from pinging gravel? That will depend on the tire. If you use Gravel Kings, they will make a hell load? Yeah, it's Halloween. Why not? A hell load of noise. I ran just even like clip-on, like, yeah, I guess it's metal, but not. You wouldn't think the way they look as loud as like the Velo Orange or like the Honjos would be. But when we did the CNO and Gap Trail, and I know it was kind of driving Aaron and Beck crazy because I ran Gravel Kings and that front full fender, and yeah, those things kick up, like especially like towpath, crushed limestone. You'll definitely hear it pinging. It just depends on the tires and the surface. Different tires kick up different amounts of stone. I don't like the Rene Airs don't seem to kick up that much stone, so. Eric said tedious install, no doubt. Stephanie says smoke bowls, not your brakes. Jared said Honjos are worth it, but just don't forget that shit on your workbench. I need to do it. I've got all the stuff. I've got the leather washers, all the right stuff to do it. But yeah, they've been here for 2 years. They're expensive, but. Ooh, Christopher Webb says when he was 12, fell backwards down a large ditch on your 80s Murray, ate the handlebar when you hit the bottom, broke 4 teeth, and got a gash in your mouth that required stitches inside and out. Ouch. I can't believe, with all the dumb stuff we did on our little BMX bikes, I didn't hurt myself that bad when we were younger. A lot of scrapes and stuff, but. Rick said fender install is a separate skill set. We always talked about Otis at Dirty River doing like a French fender day like Weigel does or used to do, where everyone comes around and you like get them all set up. I would love to. Oh, shoot, hit the wrong button. I was about to read that. Oh, Jared said if you want Honjos on the gunner, let you know. We'll make house calls once your van is back and running. That would be pretty cool. I've debated on the gunner, like, because I ran the 55s on purpose and didn't go wider, so I do have clearance for fenders. And if I ever put fenders on it, I would want it to be a proper install. I do have some simpler black fenders here that would fit, that I think Otis was running on that bike. But I feel without a proper fender install, like something like Honjo's, that I would end up annoyed that they wouldn't stay in place enough. So It's still something I'm thinking about. I guess my problem is I run that bike as a mountain bike too, and I'm just worried that I would mess them up. But that was the idea originally. Jay Dandy back to the chain. Yeah, no one has ever dropped a chain on a 2x. I know, I've dropped many, many chains. I've even dropped a chain on a 3x, believe it or not. Steve said, are the knockoff Brook saddles any good? Uh, the Indian one I have, what is the name of that? That my buddy picked up at the bike co-op. I can't think of the name of it. I can't read it because I have this. The light with the grid is like directly in my eyes. But on that old Peugeot there, Dave, can you read what that saddle's called?
Which one?
Oh, it's like a P.
Which one are you talking about?
It's the blue Peugeot with the black Brooks looking saddle. Person. It's like Person or Pearson. That's what it is.
Persons?
Yeah, Persons. The first time I rode it, it already looked like there's like that bike has like 60 miles on it, and you can see what that saddle looks like. So those knockoff Brooks saddles, I would say no, but they were like $20.
That's paper, not leather.
Yeah, paper, not leather. Oh, Farley, what's up? Your bike fell off your rack while driving. All the force went to the B17 and Bennett. Some scuffs too. Having a hard time getting it back into shape. Oh man, bike falling off the rack is my like biggest fear. So, Dylan said I can see bicycle pubes designing a whole bike around the shark saddle. Yeah. Shark saddle should come in varying length. Whoops, cancel that. Did the wrong thing. Rick wants the extra long fin shark. Max exercise bike seat on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I remember that thing. Yeah. Oh, Mark getting me with the Asian water deer. Yeah, I think we definitely found him. Oh, Infinite Saddles. Pudgy said that and I didn't test that one out. Test that one out. I'm tired tonight. I didn't sleep well. Oh, I think those are. We've looked these up before, haven't we? I've seen them before. Either way. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the reverse, isn't it? You could literally only sit on your sit bones, and your tiny bit of your balls. Raymond said that saddle is Aero. GCN did a video. Yeah, did they test it to prove it's faster than a gravel bike? It's like Pepe Le Pew was cool on the skunks. Rick said keep the stickers and send you your commission. Trust me, you'd rather have some stickers, Rick. Hey, what's up, Malk? You said SKS metal on your straggler, no issues with the Terravale Rampart on kicking up rocks. I assume you are talking about Terravale Washburns. I ran the Cannonballs. I don't think I had the Washburns, but I felt like they did kick up a little bit. But it's been a while. I know nothing kicks up more rocks than the. Well, there's the different levels of Gravel Kings, but that typical pattern, though, that's all the little small squares with the longer ones down the sides. Those kick up, like I said, crushed limestone or cinders like crazy. Oh, Marge got me on that Person saddle. No, he deleted it because we said it. Does a shark saddle buy you dinner after a bike ride? Oh, Cycling Brian is going from 1 by to 2 by. Nice. For the record, I was on the 2 by train before Pathless Pedals started talking about it. I never went 1 by. I didn't have to return to 2 by because I never went 1 by. Oh, David, what's up? The persons that you've had from the I haven't put enough miles on it, but like I'll tell you, the persons like they instantly had wrinkles and stuff like in the leather, whereas the Brooks isn't gonna have that like for a while. Whoops. Hey, what's up, Otis? Is the moon saddle a thing you want me to look up, or are you making a joke that no one understands like usual? Oh, I blocked Large Marge. Whoops. Oh, I did. Sorry, Ben. No, I just deleted your comment. I didn't block you. Sorry. I'm the one who deleted your comment. Clicking on these comments to pop them up is right next to the delete thing, so that's an accident that will happen once in a while. Doesn't look like I have the option to undo it, but it just says message deleted, so you should be all right. Yep, it's snowing. It's snowing here in the falls. It started, what, like an hour ago? Oh, Dylan, I don't even think I could say that out loud. Infinite saddles are dead ass. James. Oh, man. These comments that taint a saddle. I'd rather fix a tractor seat to your bike and ride in luxury. The Infinite Saddle has an optional carbon catheter attachment. Cop saddles look like dolphins that got an axe in the head? All right. Is that what you meant to say the first time? No. Because I didn't get anything on moon saddles.
Can't put pictures in the chat.
Oh. Who posted that?
Oh, I found it.
Oh, you posted them?
No, I found it. That's the moon saddle.
Oh. How do I find it now?
Google better.
Did you put it in quotes?
How do you do that?
You don't know about putting quotes around 2 words so it doesn't give you anything but that? Get it? But that? Well, I'm binging. You know me. I don't Google. Oh.
Are you really?
Yeah. ChatGTP, baby. There it is. What is that? Wait, is that rack at the back of the bike? So you would have that going... I mean, it looks like a moon. I mean, I understand where they got the name from, but... I blocked Marge for 300 seconds. Can't you unblock him, Pudgy? You're a moderator, too. Wow, the moon saddle. Do you guys remember that those McDonald's commercial with that moon guy playing the piano? It's not out of left field. Look who we're looking at. Everyone in here is younger than me. No one remembers anything I talk about, or knows anything I talk about. But I am gonna. I think it was McDonald's. Yeah. Sorry, we're gonna take a little side trip down memory lane here. Here's your moon saddle. Yeah, this guy. Do you remember this guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, God, it's so creepy.
What was he singing?
I can't remember. What did he sing? Is there a...
When the stars come out to play, babe, a twinkling show, ooh, dinner out of sight. Yeah, the night time is calling light time. Dinner at McDonald's. Showtime, it's night tonight.
There's your Halloween scary story. Oh,
The clock strikes.
just at a different pace. That's Halloween content you came here for, right? That's the scariest story. Me going one by. Has anyone ever heard from anyone riding those infinity seats that didn't like it? I don't know. I don't know anyone's ever ridden them. The Schwalbe Billy Bonkers that came with your High Sierra are really working out. Cush. Oh, nice. I'll have to look those up too. Cycling Brian, you have 3x on your touring bike, and that's when I rode my vintage Trek as my touring bike. It's still set up that way, but it's 3x. Thing I liked about it is I just rode it as a road bike sometimes. So I had those fast gears and then all those easy gears. Of course, the cassette's not gigantic on a bike from that era, but the bike's an 82, but the group set's an 07 road group set. When Shimano was making those 3x on their they're like more entry level aluminum road bikes. What's the Cobb saddle? The Moon saddle. We already got the Moon saddle. Pudgy has been a member for 32 months. Did I really block Large? How do I unblock him? Can you do that?
I don't know how you guys knew that you blocked him, but he's not in the list anymore.
Oh, really? Dang it.
But how did everybody else know that you blocked him?
I must have pulled it up somewhere. There should be like a list somewhere of who's blocked. Yeah. How could I block a moderator? Well, that sucks. He's the only one who knows what people's names are when I need to remember what people's names are.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back. So it's 300, just blocked for 300 seconds. Whoops.
I think he's just gone. He's left. Oh, no.
Anyone have any experience or opinion on Fazari bikes? Never even heard of them. Tell him to get a steel bike instead, though. That's my opinion. I don't hate on carbon. I just don't. I just like steel. I have a Moon saddle every time I wear this one pair of shorts. I'm being followed by a Moon saddle. I like it, Rick. What's up, Christopher? That's a banana wrapped in leather. Oh, was that what it was supposed to be? Mac the knife guy. Yeah. This comes up fairly often. People love the Sella Anatomica saddles that have tried them. I know people who like them say they're better than the Brooks and all that stuff. I have not tried them, though. Oh, there's Rick. Rick said he likes them. Most comfy for him. Sweet Pickles bus. I don't remember that. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Yeah, Dirty River is the same age as me, so of course he remembers Mac tonight. Significantly less cringe than most new McDonald's adverts. Yeah, I don't have regular TV, and now I pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch ads there either. So I probably don't know what. Yeah, I don't really know what McDonald's commercials look like right now. What's up, Nick? Triple chain rings are underrated. Yeah. What pace were you able to keep on the 3x? Well, I think the Dirty River, you would know, right? I think the 3x that I'm running on that Trek is a 50-11, like for the hardest gear. So, I mean, what pace I'm able to, it's just up to how fast I can pedal. But, like, I mean, with, gearing like that, you could ride in the upper 20s. I can't, but. Malk said, "Do I have a phantom power shutoff on my mic?" No, my I can't. My audio interface has the phantom power on it, and that does have it go either on or off. I have it turned on right now. It doesn't affect this mic, but I need it for the mic that points towards Dave because that's just a non-powered shotgun mic. And what I have is a converter like this on there. We can't see it from there, but basically it goes from XLR input to a 3.5 input, and it reduces the voltage so it could work with those kind of mics. So yeah, a little nerdy talk there, but yeah, so this is an XLR mic. The other one is not, but these little adapters from Rode make it so you could run phantom power into your typical unpowered shotgun mic. And that's the mic I used before I bought this one. So problem with this one is I have to be like this close to make it work, but it sounds better. Dirty River says steel. Just riding in general, I mean, like, almost all my bikes can keep about the same pace. I like to pedal slower and harder sometimes, and I like to pedal into downhills sometimes. That's why I like road gearing. I get that a lot of people don't need it. A lot of people don't mind spinning. I like having a 5011. I like having my gravel bike have a 5011, but then I have that road link, so I'm also running 5011 and 34, I think 42, so like a gigantic range on that bike. But the Gunner only has a, what, 42 in the front or 44 in the front, and I don't miss it. But that's a sweet bar 55 millimeter tire bike compared to a drop bar 42 millimeter tire bike. Not that I believe that range of tires has that much effect on speed, but just the way I ride them, I guess, is more about it. Oh, when you guys were saying he's back, is that a poltergeist reference on Halloween? Is that what? He's back. Is that what is that? Is that poltergeist? Is there like a line like that in one of those movies? They're back. I don't know. Isn't she looking into the TV? It's all fuzzy. I don't know. Sorry, guys. A lot of you guys like to sell anatomicas. Yeah, I've heard that. I've just never tried them. Oh, Dirty said they stretch faster than Brooks. Had one and loved it. Two I hated. Oh, okay. You also don't like Brooks though, so. Carbons for no, Pudgy, I think you're right. Carbons for tripods. I have carbon tripods. Carbon is scary. Brooks are much cool. Wait. Oh, you're replying two different things. Gotcha. Anatomica sounds like the Golden Girls started a speed metal band. Oh, Dirty River came through with the gearing I have on the Trek. So, it's out of sight here. The bike that I ride on my trainer, which is an '07 Trek 1500 aluminum bike with a carbon wrapped fork, is I pulled the group set off that and put it on the 1982 Trek, and so, yeah, 2007 Shimano 105 triple, interesting group set. The thing I like about it is that era of 105 looks really good on vintage bikes because everything's silver, and the cranksets look cool, the derailleurs look cool, so they don't look that out of place if you don't look at the levers. But at least the levers are also silver as well. And the 1982 is before trucks were cop bikes, so. If you have a triple on the mountain bike, the big ring acts as a bash guard. I do have a triple on my, like what I was talking about, my winter bike. That's a Trek 4900. So. Oh, Mulk, you were asking about the. Yeah, I cannot figure out. I could turn it up a little bit, but so I have it. My audio interface is showing me that I'm right at the level right before peaking, and my streaming software shows that I'm into the yellow right before peaking. I've never been able to figure out, no matter what mic I use, why the stream is so much more quiet than like my YouTube videos. Because if I go back to watch anything to see what the quality looked like, or if I try something new, I'm like, why do I have to crank my TV so loud? It's something I have not been able to figure out. It's something I should probably look into more, but everything shows that it's at like right as far as you should be able to push it without distortion. So, yeah. Rick said audio is fine here. If you would flip over, Rick, right now to one of my produced YouTube videos and you were on headphones, you would probably go deaf. Like Malk is right. There is a big gap between, like what YouTube volume should be at and the live streams are at, and I'm not sure why. So, oh, Malk said Poltergeist 2. Of course, they're back. Poltergeist 2. Yeah. Big ring on a slight downhill is your favorite feeling on a bike. You feel superhuman. Yeah. Christopher, yeah, you must be newer in the chat. Am I a diehard Brooks fan? Yeah, I am. I have B17s. I love them. Got 4 or 5 of them. But on my main bikes, all my main bikes, I run a Brooks on. Yeah, B17s. Tim likes to sit on dead cows that are afraid of water. Oh, it's true. Oh, is it 10 o'clock?
Yes.
Oh, did the volume jump that much when I turned it up? Oh, good. Maybe I did have it a little low. Good, Malk. Glad I was able to fix it. It looked like I moved it like the tiniest bit. So.
He's Back is also from Friday the 13th.
Oh, He's Back is also from
It's
Friday.
not in it. It was like in the ads and stuff. He's back.
Malk, you said you watched the watched the Nutmeg video today. It was not an issue on those. Are we talking about the B17? Is that? I had by the way, like at Higher Ground Hundo, where it rained a lot, and Nutmeg, where it was mostly from getting splashed on after we started, I actually put 2 Brooks Saddles covers on for both those rides. One of mine there's a couple little holes in it from getting rubbed on the bike rack by a brake lever, and so I double bagged it, you know. But yeah, not a problem. I just always keep a Brooks saddle cover. I always ride with bags, and I always keep a Brooks saddle cover with me. But I have gotten caught in the rain on the Brooks. Again, as long as you let it dry before you ride it again, it's not a problem. So. I'm gonna get caught up so we could jump to the take a 10 o'clock break because I'm gonna drink one more pumpkin beer and take a leak as well. So. Oh, loud volume on nutmeg video. Gotcha, Malk. Gotcha. And feral puddles. Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, no, Malk, like I said, even when I did turn it up a little bit, and now it's going right into the red, I still feel like I have to crank it up too much. It's annoying. So it depends on what you're watching on. It can be really annoying to try and get enough volume out of something. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be Rick said he could send me a link on YouTube levels. Yeah, yeah. It's the live stream thing. Like I said, all my equipment is peeking into the red, so I don't know what I can turn up. I don't have there's no other layer of things to turn up. But yeah, let's take a quick break. I can't when everyone's funny. Double chain ring, double bagging, double Big Mac. What's next? All right, we'll be back in a few seconds. Let's thank the members. What did I say? Right, guys?
Hey, just want to take a moment to thank our channel members. You see their names on the screen right now. It's their support that makes it so we could do these weekly live streams, have better graphics, have better cameras, use better music in the videos, and all the stuff like that. If you don't want to become a channel member, we also do have a little store below. You could support the channel that way, buy a sticker, bandana, or t-shirt, but I understand not everyone could financially support, so just hit the like button on this video right now. Thanks a lot. We'll be back in a moment with some more, hopefully, bike talk. Who knows? It's after 10, right?
I want a tuna boat. Oh, give me tuna boat.
What up? What up? Let me check the levels again because I turned it off while I was doing the. Yeah, the reason I asked about the ads because as I've said before, for the live streams I have them off while we're live streaming. So if someone jumps into the stream late, they don't have to watch an ad. I feel it's annoying. Like I always say, you guys can thank the channel members for that. I consider that like something they're doing for everyone. But yeah, for some reason in YouTube Studio it shows that monetization is on. And so I was wondering, I know I turned it off. Is that just for the super chats and stuff? So yeah, confusing. So Good. Yeah. So what I do, anyways, if you watch them after the fact, or if you're sitting there watching it after the fact now, and you're like, "Well, I watched an ad," as soon as we're done live streaming, I turn them on. So anyone who watches it after, there'll be a skippable ad in the beginning. I've also talked about this on the stream, but not everyone's around. YouTube is going to take away our ability to set the types of ads coming up within the month. So all my videos, I always have them as skippable ads. I'm going to lose that ability. So I could only turn them on or off. So this won't affect the live streams. It'll be just like I'm saying now. But for my regular video, if you have to watch a full ad, that was not my choice. Just so you know, they took that choice away from us. And it's a money grab. I mean, they're telling us it'll make us more money, which will be true, but for a channel like mine, it'll be like a couple dollars here and there. So it's frustrating, but it'll make YouTube millions of dollars. So that's how it goes. YouTube is really good to creators in general. This is a decision they're doing that I don't agree with, but they're really good to us in general. So, hey, good night, Aaron. Love you too. That's the pipes from upstairs, Pudgy, that you're probably hearing. He told you to quiet down, dish boy. Yeah, I'm in the basement. All the pipes from the apartments, from upstairs, everything runs right by here. So. Yeah, so also on the video front, today I just edited a video of some of the mountain biking we did in the Hudson Valley. And I know this became a hot topic a little bit with Dylan and Pudgy and some of the New England guys who are from there. So you'll get to see what it looked like and how gnarly it was. I also thought about the idea, and I didn't reach out to you guys. I haven't done a voiceover yet, but I think I want the video out by Thursday. I like the idea of like a point counterpoint between someone like Dylan and Pudgy on one of the videos, if you guys would be into that. So I've got the first one, and maybe I'll just give my opinion. But then we rode trails a lot like that again later, so I do have enough footage for a second video. So I don't know. We'll see. If either of you were interested in doing commentary on a video, I don't know. Maybe even without hearing each other, it'd be like Dylan does like 3 minutes, and then Pudgy does like 3 minutes about those kind of trails. I think it'd be interesting, but I see exactly, Dylan. East Coast mountain bike sucks. So, oh yeah, I could pull these up. Could have also pulled up Aaron's comment. So, I was rewatching the footage as I was editing that video today, and I do remember that like parts of it were really fun, like we're laughing and stuff, but also at the ridiculousness of it. I mean, we couldn't even tell where the trails were going towards the beginning, but I feel like I think I said this last week, but I do enjoy like the don't put a foot down challenge, but that wears out after a while because I think Dylan's route on the one trail we were going to do was something like 30 miles, and I did not have 30 miles of that in me. And we like actually bailed to like a gravel like road that was still a little rough but fun. But what did we bail after? Like almost 20, and that was plenty. So anyways, keep going on this topic. I'll throw this up for anyone else who wants to answer. State bikes. I know they make a lot of budget bikes that people really like, and I think solid steel bikes that last a long time. I haven't actually dealt with any of them, so I don't have like a strong opinion. I think they make bikes that look cool. I know a couple people have posted photos in the chat. I think someone just posted a single speed or a fixie in there, but I don't have a strong opinion on them just because I've never ridden them. I guess the opinion I have is that they make solid budget steel bikes, right? For the most part. I do like this pop up the chat that I actually get to see people's what do you call it? Icons. But I never got to see those in the chat the way it displays for me behind the scenes. Haven't burned anything down here yet, have we? No. Oh, my candles are still going. Nothing's out of the. Do you like these? I even hung candles for you guys. Yes. Take my Halloween stream serious. Oh, well, there you go. Oh, why did the chat like stop for a while then just all pop up so fast? So Dirty River says state bikes are terrible. Most warranty claims of any company you've ever worked with. Okay. Pudgy said they're fine budget bikes. And Lanky said they make plastic bikes too. Hey, what's up, Lanky? Lanky, in your polls, I was one of the voters for the commentary on the cross race, by the way. I feel like races need commentary. But, yeah, for my 2 cents. I seem to be in the majority. Jay Dandy said rocks are so tiny in the Northeast. No. Malk said their service is remarkably awful. Okay, so I guess the opinion on some people's opinion on state bikes is pretty negative. They make cool YouTube videos. Did you ever watch that Riding Up Hills Fixed with Pros series, Dave? That was pretty good. Bent your state crank after fifth ride 2 weeks ago also. All right. Oh, Christopher Price said, what is the best budget bike? You're poor. Used. Always used. Sorry, Otis. No offense. But used bikes are the best budget bikes you can get. People love having new bikes, which means there's a lot of good used bikes out there. Also, right now, it depends on your size. I think it ends tomorrow, but Velo Orange is having like a really big sale on a few frames. I looked it up, and they had like, for frame sets, really good prices. But yeah, used. eBay is the best price. Fairdale makes really decent bikes that I think are about the same price range as State's, right, Otis? Yep, there, he said it right now. Fairdale bikes, used 90s mountain bikes. Those are the two things that I would say as well. Because Dirty River has sold a bunch of Fairdales. You still have some, but when they first opened. And I think a lot of people have upgraded and are still riding those. So, Justin, what's up? Said whacked like you tried to, like you hired to kill it. So, Sam said you got your first bike from Bikes Direct when you were broke. Nice Reynolds steel bike. Yeah, Malk said Specialized rock hopper. You can still find some of them cheap. Anything by Specialized 90s mountain bike has been, and I don't even mean this in a negative way, I've got a stump jumper, has been a little trendy the last few years, so you might overpay for it, whereas if you get a brand that made bikes that are just as nice as Specialized, rock hoppers, stump jumpers, and all those, you could probably get a better deal. Large has a good point there. You have to know what you're looking for if you go the used route. So, yeah, because you walk into a good bike shop like Dirty River, and they're going to ask you what you're going to ride, and they're going to put you on a number of bikes that you could try out, different saddles you could try out, different handlebars you could try out. If you don't have any clue on that stuff, Large is absolutely right. If you know what you like to ride, you're better off. Like Large said, most beginners don't. So I think that really, that is a really good point. I bought a lot of used road bikes because I just kind of fell in love with road bikes and got them cheap, and then learned how to fix them and learned how to upgrade them, learned how to get slightly bigger tires in them, but I don't ride those much anymore. So, Cycling Brian said got a good steel bike from Bikes Direct. It was good for the money you paid. Just sold it after 11 years. Oh wow. Oh wow. How did I get so far behind? Hey, what's up, Bradley? Christopher Webb said you bought your last new bike in 2007 and you'll probably never buy a new bike again. Yeah. I mean, I'm lucky I have a guy who owns a bike shop, who will go unnamed, who happens to be my size and likes to change bikes often. So I find myself getting deals on used bikes from people I know. But yeah, Dirty River said good advice, Large, and plan for repairs. Yeah, that's another thing. If you don't know how to do any work on bikes, used bikes could also turn out to be a bad deal if you're replacing all kinds of stuff and then the cost just starts climbing. Obviously, if you go too cheap on a new bike, you'll have the same problem, though. Like you guys are saying about state and warranty claims, or, you know, like Microshift is really up their game. But when you guys also say some older Microshift stuff is stuff that could also break. But Christopher, you said you have a giant hardtail. Should you try and update it? It depends on, and that's another thing. It depends on the updates, like what you want to do. Like if you're going to go from flat bars to drop bars, you'll find that you get that cost goes up really fast. The thing to think about, I would say, Christopher, is what is the bike not doing that you want it to do? Is it too heavy? Do you not like the shifting? Do you not like your position on the bike? Do you feel uncomfortable riding longer miles that you're now riding on it? Those are the kind of questions that will lead you in the direction of what you should do, I think. So it's the same. This is what the guy bought my photography studio told me. He was like, you'll know when you outgrow the camera. Like, you'll know when you outgrow the lens. He's like, don't upgrade unnecessarily. He's like, what is the... So I'm talking about cameras. The analogy, though, is what is the bike not doing that you want it to do? I guess I would say. Are you riding with people and you feel like you can't keep up and the bike is part of it instead of your fitness? That happened to me. I only rode the bike I've mentioned as my winter bike, and I started to feel like I'm putting in as much effort as everyone else, and or more effort than everyone else just to be hanging here. And we were always riding roads back then, so even a very cheap vintage road bike made me feel way more comfortable on the rides we were doing back then. So. Justin said a lot of the local bike shops around you have all cities on sale. Yep, same with Dirty River. You think the geometry is a little weird? Yeah, aren't they long? I mean, aren't like a lot of all cities a little long? But it depends, I guess. They have a whole lineup. A lot of that stuff could be changed, with depending on what you don't like about the geometry, shorter stems, or if it's the other way, setback seat posts. Pudgy's got a large specialized fuse for sale. I don't know what the fuse is. You're getting a plastic mountain bike to make Tim cry. I actually almost in a way think like mountain bikes and carbon make a lot of sense because mountain bikes can get really heavy, and if you're somebody who likes to pedal, I do a lot of climbing when we mountain bike, so I think they can make sense. But again, I'm not even anti-carbon for anything. So for what I ride, and I could ride light enough steel bikes to keep me satisfied. So. Just can't keep up. Yeah, I think depending on what you're trying to do, it just might be the wrong kind of bike. Yeah. So. Oh, Justin, you said a weirdly high standover. Yeah, because I mean they are kind of classic triangles on a lot of the all cities. I'm super long legged, so standover is usually not an issue, even on like my classic triangle bikes. Yeah, but yeah, like like my Raleigh gravel bike is similar to the Space Horse, and yeah, if you had shorter legs, there wouldn't be a lot of standover. Uh, Pathless Pedal did a video. I don't know if you guys saw it, or a couple videos about standover height being not that important. How it just depends on how you're riding and how bad the standover is. I mean, because you tend to lean a bike when you put one foot down. Like if you're riding really gnarly stuff and you want to be able to bail a little bit or have a little clearance, I get it. But yeah, I mean, my view on standover might be skewed by being a overly long-legged person, but. Ever see those bamboo bikes? Yeah, I think there's some that are quality. I know there's one that used to come in the bike shop that was a boat anchor. It was the heaviest bike I'd ever felt. But good night, Dirty River. See you tomorrow if it's not raining. So. I don't think I've seen any of my bike friends since I've been back from the trip. I think I had to work every night we would have rode, and yeah, has every single one of my rides been solo since we've been back from Nutmeg? I think it has, so. Oh, Linky, you saw a bamboo bike at Heck of the North last week? No way. Huh. Yeah, I missed Heck of the North. I was working that Halloween charity ball, and when I woke up in the morning after spending 2 weekends in the rain, and even though it didn't rain a ton, I did not have the motivation. And I haven't missed Heck of the North for a while, and I really wanted to go take photos, make a video. I just did not have it in me. And plus, I also did want to. And this is not an excuse. I could have gone. She wouldn't have cared. But I headed over to Erin's to also see if she needed anything. Fairly legit reason, but she wouldn't have cared if I went up to Cleveland. She knew I had planned on it. So, bamboo bikes are the man bun of bikes. They exist, but we try not to accept them as something valid or worth hearing about. I've watched some videos online of like bamboo bikes that seem reasonable, and I know there's those bamboo handlebars. Terry B has a set, and did Pathless Pedal ride a set too? They're supposed to have like a decent amount of flex, and those ones are fairly light. They're actually an expensive product. It's like anything. You could buy a super heavy piece of shit steel bike, and you could buy a really expensive light steel bike, and I think bamboo is the same way. Some of them are trash, and some of them are probably decent. But I'm just trying to picture Rick with a man bun right now. Oh, Dave, you know what else I feel like we need on the stream is sound effects.
We can't even figure out how to.
Yeah, we got a lot of problems to work on before
add
that.
Soundboards to it.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like when I say something wrong, you could do like that. Hey, Yinzer, what's up? Welcome to the party. Yeah, candles still burning. Yeah, Halloween, baby. Bradley said soundboards are fun as hell. Well, we have been looking at like a piece of hardware just for like the streaming, integrating it. We've looking at hardware, software solutions that actually, like I said, channel members I talk about it a little bit in the channel member video that'll come out tomorrow about what we're trying to do here. But yeah, do want to improve that and be able to keep the flow going, especially as the chat moves faster and faster. So. Speaking of moving faster and faster, it's kind of slowing down, and I kind of feel like wrapping up for the night. Not that I have any, I'm not going to go out and do any weird Halloween stuff, so. I I mean, I guess anything you would go out and do on Halloween should technically be weird, right? Tim, after putting 50 wait. After putting 50% of the moderator team in timeout, feels the need to task load more. Yeah. Well, the other thing is too, so again, is like the idea of doing more guests and all that, but that would be really helpful to have like the screen switch so I could, or like stuff be pulled up in the background. If you remember when we did all the guests, like a lot of times I'd be playing, if they were also made YouTube videos, I'd be playing YouTube videos, pulling up the pictures they were talking about, trying to focus on what they're saying, and then, yeah, it's a lot of work. You know, I can't even get the sound right, so. Yeah, I don't know. We've talked, actually, me and Funny Brad and Large had joked about the idea of having auto sounds, and I think I could do that with Stream Elements when some action happens, but I like the idea of being able to manually do it. But we're talking about like anytime like Jay Dandy says maps, having like little like a little what do you call it, like maps. But there's easier ways to do that stuff too. So, well, I say that now. Oh wow, it actually pulls up the special emojis. I didn't know that it would do that in the chat. This is nice. Pudgy deleting Rick's messages now. Will that pull up if I click on it? No, it doesn't. I thought that'd be funny if it pulled it up in the stream and said, message deleted by Pudgy. I don't get the reference, but yeah. Sad trombone anytime someone mentions a B-17. Yeah, so depending on, like, I like road equipment a lot, so I've looked at the road stuff, but the road ones do have those programmable buttons where you could just press them, so you have like a limited amount of sounds. But like with having desktop audio on here, I could also just have like a media player up with some saved sounds that could also be clicked on. So that's how you guys were able to hear the Mac Tonight commercial. So. Oh, but he said Rick posted something about not being able to delete his message. What do you guys think? End of the Halloween stream? Christopher Price asked about GCN opinions. 50-50. I love pro racing, so I like it, but I think their regular YouTube content has gotten a little stale. I just feel like they're kind of going over the same topics over and over again. When I first got into cycling and GCN was the channel that came up, I watched a lot of their videos. I actually really like GCN Plus. They make really cool documentaries. So a lot of them are like bikepacking documentaries and travel documentaries. And like I said, I use them. I use a VPN to watch all the races on GCN Plus. But the regular YouTube channel, I don't watch that much. Sometimes pop on the GCN show because that's a little bit more normal bicycle news. But yeah, they're like their regular videos I almost never watch anymore. So. Rusty trombone every time New Dave makes too much damn noise. Hey, what's up, Dimitri? Boing noise? Bong noise. Yeah, we could have the bubbles every time one of you stoners says something. Not Pudgy, but you guys, the other ones, know who you are. Malk said you like Manon. I actually like all the personalities on GCN. I just, like, they do, like I said, like the comparing road bike tire speed stuff. I feel like they're just, I don't know, whatever. I just don't care. So, yeah. I'm not anti. I like the GCN show. I like pro racing. I like their documentaries. I just, yeah, most of the content, when I see the titles pop up on most of their videos now, I don't care. And like the tech stuff, I just don't feel like the tech stuff advances fast enough to need to watch a weekly show about it. But yeah. Oh, nice. Dimitri rode 87K today. Yeah. It's got to be getting cold up there, right, Dimitri? I mean, it got cold here today, so I'm assuming you guys are getting it even worse. You're probably already a little more used to it. All right, yeah, gonna wind it up. Like I said, mountain bike video from the Hudson Valley on Thursday, so you guys can see what the rocky stuff we were riding looks like. I might be traveling next week. I have not got the confirmation from that yet, which is obviously a little frustrating, but I might have a big gig that would have me out of town for more than a week. My plan is to bring the stream stuff and stream at least one night. I don't know yet if it would be on Tuesday. You know, if we're staying at a freeway exit hotel on Tuesday, then definitely do it. You know, good Wi-Fi, nothing to do around there. But the plan for this trip is to go all the way to Vegas and to the Grand Canyon and stuff like that. So if we're filming somewhere around there or we're staying in an interesting town, I'll obviously go for a walk. I'll keep everybody updated in the Discord for sure. So, yeah, but I'd still like to get a stream in next week. I still want to film a couple videos to have to put out in case I am gone. But, yeah, I'll let you know. They're paying me a day rate for a week. It would be an awesome trip. And plus, I really, really like working with this company, so it'd be fun, too. Fun and money. So, yeah. Yeah, Bradley, I think I might be off the bike for a week. It's so funny that I'm like looking at like the number and I'm looking at like a fun trip, and in the back of my mind I'm like, I won't be able to ride my bike, and that really sucks. So no, yeah, Malk, I wouldn't. I'd be in an SUV in a follow car following motorcycles and filming B-roll. The only way I'd get to ride a bike is if we stopped in a place and I had time to rent a city bike. So yeah, it'll be a bummer at the same time. Gotta not complain about it because it's a good thing. I joke that hopefully it's cold and rainy every day back here when we do that. But anyways, all right, let's wrap it up, and I'll keep everyone posted on the next time we get a live stream. Thanks, Rick. Peace, guys.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
this time I'm just
Fitzwater photo.
In the awful way, holiday, holiday today, and all I want to say, holiday, holiday today. You catch the first train home, prize to be alone, yeah, and all I want to do is to get with you. Hey, the awful way, holiday, holiday today, and all I want to say, holiday, holiday today. You catch the first train home, prize to be alone, yeah, and all I want to do is to get with you. Hey!
Thank you video. I need to make a new one this summer.